What's good, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Kagey is back with probably the quickest post-match stream I've ever done. It's just going to be very brief, just with some positives that I've seen today, and one big positive in particular that, or maybe two, that we're going to take forward into this season. And I'm also going to defend Patrick Bamford today, twice. Can you believe it, people? So there you go. For anyone that thinks I got an agenda, I'm fair. I'm always fair. But listen, before I go on, please hit a like on the video, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and drop your comments below. I will be back for a live stream when we've announced Cardalo, which sounds like it's imminent. Daniel Farker today said that, he doesn't like talking about transfers, but Darlow is a good goalkeeper. So you probably think that's going to be announced maybe Friday. So if it's Friday, I will be on live and we'll be chatting together about that one. Because I got a few things to say about that one as well, especially the price, which has made me laugh. But yeah, on this, please put your observations about the game today. It was a 2-0 win against Forest, and I've got to say, if you're a Forest fan, there's got to be some concerning things for you in this one. I thought Joe Worrell today, yikes, that would have scared me in the Championship. So I don't know what they're doing at centre back in the Prem next season. I know he's their captain, but I don't know. That performance was spooky today. But for me today, the positives for us, you can see that the players looking fitter. That was one of the main things that stuck out to me, is that the players look a lot fitter than they have previously. Especially the second half of the Premier League season, they look a lot better in that way. You can see what Daniel Farker is trying to do with the patterns of play. As he said, though, in the post-match, there's still work to do, especially in the final third. That's just not going to happen overnight. We still need a striker for me. I know Bamford scored today, but we still need, for me, more clinical killer finisher up top as we go on for the season. But there's promising signs there. There really is. Ampadu, for me, brilliant again, and that 7 million is going to look so good by the end of the season. I think, especially if we get promoted, it's going to be looking real good. 7 million is a brilliant investment in this player, and he's coming as advertised, and hopefully he can take this preseason form into the season, because that's where we need it the most. But again, he looks so good on the ball, always wanted the ball, good tackler of the ball. But somebody who really impressed me today, and I didn't notice it in the other game, but I noticed it today. Archie Gray has put on some size. Like, it looks like he's grown a few inches anyway, which is obviously natural. But he looks like he's been in the gym putting on a bit of, doing some weights, because he looks like he's filled out a little bit more. And for me, I said it, when did I say it? Maybe in the buy, sell, keep video, whichever video that was. I feel like he could be our Alex Scott this season, and I'm going to stick to that. I think that he is going to be one of Daniel Farker's main options at that number 10. We recently heard Joe Gelhardt talk about he sees himself as a 10. Very smart by Joe, because he's actually putting himself in a hole where we don't have a 10. So it's easy for him then to say number 10, because then he'll probably get more game time. But Joe Gelhardt, we've seen anyway, he does operate better as a 10. Up front by himself, it doesn't work. It always worked better when he had Bamford next to him, when he did play when we did play two up top. So, but going back to Gray, sorry, he looked good today. Always looking for the ball. He was a big part of the second goal as well. And I think he's going to be one of the key players. He's not going to be able to do it over 46 games, so we do need to get someone else in there. But yeah, we need to see more of him this season. Definitely need to see more. I'm very excited about Archie Gray. Very, very excited. And try not to put too much hype and pressure on such a young player. But you can see he's got the tools. And I've always said, it doesn't matter how young they are, no matter how old you are. If you're good enough to play, you need to play. And at this point in time, where we are with transfers, we literally just got one in, with Darlow pending. We haven't signed a number 10. So for me, he's going in that position, and maybe even starts against Cardiff. I would definitely start him against Cardiff at this point in time. If we don't have another number 10, I would actually play him ahead of Gelhardt at this stage. Just for his natural creativity that he has. He's got that brilliant engine on him too, as you would expect for such a young player. I think the tools that he's got are just going to get sharpened as the season goes on. And I'm very, very excited about this player, because if he's doing it in the Championship now, I feel like he's got the potential to do it in the Prem. But I think we've always known that with Archie, that he's got a high ceiling. But I think he's going to realize some of that potential this season. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Jorginho Rutter showed some good touches today. brilliant strength for that second goal for Paveda. Um, he's just getting sharper as the preseason goes on. And again, I think he's going to be key for us going forward in this championship season. Um, I don't know what this means for Paveda. It was the thing was for me, I'd be disappointed if Melier let that in. That's what I'm saying. The Forest team today, yeah, maybe they are simply using it as fitness, but there's a few questionable performances on the Forest side today. But listen, that doesn't take away from anything that we did. We deserved the 2-0 win today. And then we move on to the next game, which is against Hearts, I think, isn't it? It's against Hearts, I believe. If it's not, just correct me in the comments below. Now, Bamford, I've got to defend him twice here because people message me about him liking Wilf Zaha's post. Zaha's moved to Galatasaray and people up in arms. Guys, the quicker everyone gets around to the thinking that I keep on telling you, it will make it easier for yourselves. Honestly, it will make it easier for yourselves and you can go to sleep at night. Patrick Bamford is probably a friend of Wilfred Zaha. I think maybe they were at Palace together as well when he was on loan there. But he's just congratulating his friend on a move. That is it. Simple. We at Leeds United have bigger problems than Patrick Bamford pressing a like on an Instagram post. Seriously. Like, there is no issue for me. There's no issue. There shouldn't be an issue for anybody. The quicker that people realize that football players are literally employees of the football club, they don't love the club like we do as fans. If you can just get that in your heads, you won't care about things like this. Seriously, you won't. I'm not bothered about it. It doesn't bother me. Wilf Zaha's moved on. He could have moved to Empoli. He could have moved to Wolfsburg. Patrick Bamford would have stuck a like on it. You know what I mean? It's not that deep for me. And that is, you need to look bigger picture. Honestly, if we don't get promoted at the end of the season, no one's going to look back and go, hey, you know where it fell apart? When Patrick Bamford put a like on Wilf Zaha's post. It really is insignificant, people. And then the second one, of course, is today. He scores a goal, puts his fingers in his ears. Guys, it was to the Forest fans. I know the Leeds fans are there in vision, but it was to the Forest fans who were giving him stick. He's a Forest fan as well, so he would have enjoyed it as well. And listen, I'll be real with you. If he scores 20 goals en route to securing promotion for us this season, he can put his fingers in his ears, up his nose, cup his ears, cup his boobs. I don't care what he does, as long as he does the job while he's here. Because much like the Tyler Roberts thing and many other players that are just not good enough to play for this club, you can't keep going at the player. It's then on the managers, it's on the owners for not getting the player out or replacing them. You know what I mean? There's only so many times you could have hammered Tyler Roberts into the ground, but it was Bielsa that kept on putting him on as first sub or first option when we had an injury in the first 11. Patrick Bamford, many managers have fallen on the sword by keep on trusting this guy. So for me, it goes past it. I just don't care enough about him to, his goal celebrations. We've seen him do it at Millwall to the Leeds fans when he went on a barren run. He's got it in him. But on this occasion, I believe, and again, this is me who is not a Patrick Bamford fan, people, as many people know on this channel, he was doing it to the Forest fans. So no issue. But I'll tell you once again, if he does it to Leeds fan this season en route to promotion 20 times, at least he's celebrating, because we haven't seen him celebrate a lot, have we? And that is it, people. There you go. You may be surprised, you may disagree, but if you do, put it in the comments. But as always, be respectful. This is a safe space, but it's a respectful one too. But listen, people, I'm going to end it there. I'll be back live with another stream, and we can go into other stuff in detail, like the Carl Darlow thing and everything else like that. Let me just check if there's anything else. No, there's nothing else there. Before I go, just smash a like on the video for me, please. Best way to help the channel out. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I'll see you in the next one, people. Peace out.